All right, if you did my Mastering Modbus RS-485 Network Communication course, you would be very familiar with this particular scenario, with this particular example. So if you didn't do it, I'll just run through it again. What we have here is PLC3, which is a Modbus master PLC. And then we have PLCs 1 and 2, and they were connected via RS-485. And the PLC3 master would poll PLCs 1 and 2 for these pieces of data, the pressure and temperature, which was coming from two sensors connected to the PLC, and then a valve statuses, valve 1 and valve 2, which were also connected but to PLC 2. And this would take place via RS-485. And the respective addresses or unit IDs, this master was 10, and PLC2 was 21, and PLC1 was 22. And these numbers here, of course, are the actual register addresses for the data values coming from these sensors. Now what I want to do is sort of change the scenario up a bit. I'm going to use the same three PLCs because for those of you, and most of you would have done the Mastering Modbus RS-485 Network Communication course, you would be very familiar with this application scenario. I'm going to change it a bit. Let's say for argument's sake now that these three PLCs are also capable of connecting via Modbus TCP IP and communicating via Modbus TCP IP. So let's see what that would look like. So the scenario, if you remember from the previous slides and lectures in this course, when we're doing a Modbus TCP IP network, we actually are using Ethernet to do the interconnection. And if it's Ethernet, then we will have some sort of switch or hub to which all of our devices will be connected. And it'll look like this in our particular application example. All right. So here we have PLCs 3, 2, and 1, all connected to this network hub via Ethernet. That's our new scenario using the same equipment. The first from this lecture onwards, the first thing I'm going to do that I want to look at is I want to look at a read input register command and query response cycle for PLC3 reading the value of pressure from PLC1, which happens to be at 30,019. All right, so that is the first thing we're going to look at. We're going to look at what the query byte stream is and the response byte stream is in the next two lectures. But just know that this is the scenario we're dealing with. Okay.